For Geometry, Semester 2, Exam Review, we're continuing with Unit 8. Here we're going to find the value of x and y. We know, since we have a circle and we have a quadrilateral inside that circle, it's called an inscribed quadrilateral, that the opposite angles are supplementary. So 5x and the 110 add up to 180. Divided by 5. So we know that x is going to go in there one time with 2 left over, which is 14. The y, 2y and the 104, they're opposite angles, so they have to be supplementary. Subtract the 104, which gives us 76 divided by 2, 38. Looking for the equation of our circle. The equation of a circle typically is x minus h squared plus y minus k squared equals r squared, where h and k are the center. Well, here we see the center is at 0, 0. So we're going to just be able to say x squared plus y squared equals r squared because our center is 0. The only thing you need to know here is 2, 4, 6 is the radius. So your equation answer is x squared plus y squared equals 36. Here we're supposed to find the shaded region, not inside the circles. So we see that this total area, so we're going to take the rectangle area minus 2 times the circle area. So we have 12 times 6, that's the rectangle area. We have 2 circles, and they both have a height that is half of the 6. So that's got to be 3. 3, 6, 9, 12. That makes the 12. So if the radius is 3, then that matches for these dimensions. Pi r squared. So we have 72 minus 18 pi. 72 minus 18 times pi gives us 1545. Those would be units squared. Here, if we have a center of 0, 3, so that is our h and k, x minus h plus y minus k, quantity squared, equals r squared. X minus a negative 3 and y minus 0 equals 5 squared. That gives us x plus 3 and y squared. Center, so that's our HK. So x minus 4 plus y minus a negative 7. X minus 4 squared plus y plus 7 squared equals 169. That's the equation of our circle. Here, we need to find the area of the shaded region. Then we have to figure out how many tiles, or actually the cost of the tiles, at 13.5 per square meter. So we have a circle and we have a square. So we're going to take the rectangle minus the circle, the area of the circle, minus the square. The rectangle is the whole thing, but we don't want to count the circle area and we don't want to count the square area. So this is 12 times 7, which is 84. Pi r is 2. The square is 3 times 3. So this is 84 minus 4 times pi minus 9. 84 minus 4 pi minus 9 more gives us 6243. Those are meters squared. Now, if we're going to buy a tile for $13.50 for every square meter, we're going to take our 6243 and times that by 13.5. And that's going to give us 842.85. That would be the cost that it would take to put the tiles in the shaded region. Number 13, we're going to find the perimeter. Well, if it's 4 millimeters around each of these sides, that means for this half circle, this has to have a radius of 2. So what we want to do, we want to come up the side. To do the perimeter, we're going to go around the half circle, around our half circle again, and then straight across. We're not going to go through the circle. We have to go around it to be the perimeter, on the outside. So, 4, this is going to be 4. So I'm going to look for the circumference. Circumference is 2 pi r. So 2 pi times 2. Circumference is 4 pi. 4 times pi, 1256. Let's call it 1257. We would divide that by 2 for half of it, but we got 2 halves, so 1257 is for both of them total, and then the other 4. So 4 plus 4 plus the 1257 is going to give us 20.57 millimeters. It's not squared because it's just a length. The equation of the graph is here. We're going to graph the circle. We know it's a circle because we have x and y both squared. There's a plus in between. And we see that it equals the radius squared. That's the formula for an equation of a circle. X minus h squared plus y minus k squared equals r squared. If you know how the equation works, then you know what the numbers mean. The h and k is your center. So h equals 4 and k equals -1. If it's a minus 4, the equation says minus h. So h was 4, it would say x minus 4. If k was -1, it would be y minus a -1, which is y plus 1. So we're going to go 4 to the right and 1 down. Now 16 equals r squared. So r actually equals 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, up. That's our circle, and it's good to write the equation. X minus 4 squared plus y plus 1 squared equals 16. That has our center at 4, -1, and a radius of 4. We're going to find the circumference of number 15. Circumference equals 2 pi r. So 2 pi, the radius is 4.5. So that's going to be 9 pi to be exact. And 9 times pi is 28.27. So here's your exact version. Here is your rounded version. The exact radius and diameter of a circle with a circumference of 74. The circumference is 2 pi r. Well, if 74 is the circumference, I'm going to divide by 2 pi. That would cross them off. That would give us the radius. So I'm going to take 74 and divide that. You should use parentheses. 2 pi. You need to use the parentheses with the graphing calculator for sure. You get 11.78. So if the radius is 1178, that's not the exact radius, that's a rounded radius. To find the exact radius, we would take 74, divide it by 2, and we would get 74 divided by 2 equals pi times r. That gives us 37. Divide by pi, and that's what the exact radius would be. If you take your calculator and say 37 divided by pi, that gives us that 11.78. That's your exact answer. The diameter is going to be that times 2. So the diameter is going to be 74 divided by pi. That's the exact diameter. The decimal version would be the 1178 times 2. Exact radius. Number 17, we're supposed to find the length of arc AB. So we have length AB over 2 pi r, which is your circumference, or diameter times pi. That'll be just fine for this problem. The central angle divided by 360. So we're looking for x. I know that 2 times my radius is my diameter, so this is 34 pi, which is diameter times pi. The angle that we're talking about is 150. So we're going to multiply, and x is going to equal 150 times the 34 pi. That would be your exact answer. And reduced down into a decimal would be 44.51 centimeters. Here we have an angle, we have an arc length. We're looking for the circumference and we're looking for the radius. Well, we have arc length over circumference equals the angle over 360, just like we talked about over here. So the arc length that we know is 81/64. We don't know what the circumference is, but the angle is 260 divided by 360. We'll cross multiply. 81/64 times 360 equals 260 times C. Divided by the 260. 81.64 times 360 divided by 260 leaves us with 113.04. So the circumference equals 113.04. So now we're supposed to find the radius. Well, circumference equals 2 pi r. So 113.04 equals 2 pi r. Divide by the 2 pi. Be sure to put that in parentheses. So we're going to divide that by 2 pi using parentheses, and we get 1799. Number 19, the diameter of a circle is 11. Find the area. There's a circle. There's a diameter. 11 centimeters. So if the diameter equals 11, then the radius equals 5.5. The area of a circle is pi r squared. So the area is going to equal pi times 5.5 squared. So that's going to be 30.25, which is 5 squared, 5.5 squared, times pi. Timesing it by pi, we get 95.03. And those would be centimeters squared because it's area. The area of a circle is 236, and we're looking for the radius. Take the circle area formula. We know that it's 236. We're going to divide it by pi. So if we take 236 and divide that by pi, we're going to get 75.12. We can take the square root of 75.12. That'll give us r. That should give us 8.67 for r. And those would be inches. Find the area of the whole circle. The area of the shaded region is the 84. 161 is the one side, and when we subtract it from 360, we get 199. So this is 199 degrees. So we're going to say sector area over circle area equals the angle divided by 360. You need to be sure that you have the correct angle. You need the shaded region angle. The sector is 84.14. The area of the circle is what we don't know. The angle is 199 over 360. So 84.14 times 360 equals 199 times A. Get the A by itself, which is the area. We're going to take 84.14, times it by 360, and divide that by 199. We get 152.21. And those would be meters squared. Notice how that's larger than the shaded region, which the whole circle is going to be more. Okay, it's going to be almost double it because 180 would be half the circle. These angles are about 180. Find the area of this shaded sector. What is the area? Sector area over circle area equals the angle of the sector over 360. So we don't know what the sector area is. The circle area is pi r squared, 110 over 360. So x equals 110 times 12.8 squared times pi all over 360. So times that by pi times 110 divided by 360. And the sector area is going to equal 157.28 millimeters squared. The whole circle was 512. This is considerably smaller than the whole circle. So that's where the 157 comes from. Good luck with Unit 8.